the prairies, to the
All right, 5 minutes after 9 o'clock, it is time for Veterans News. Hank Whittier is in the studio. Good morning, Hank.
Yeah, I tell you, Larry, I'm setting some sort of record.
You are.
So many consecutive times. But anyway, we got a lot of folks here today. Want to talk about a few things. Got a new program we want to share some information with you about. Got David Moore here from the County Commission and Carol Runge from, well, I guess you're no longer with the school system, but Carol and I go back a few years. High school, 13, 14 years ago. Yeah. And unfortunately, we do have a lot of, I think, police officers and several firemen. I don't think there's any military casualties, are there?
No, we don't have any military casualties.
But we do have casualties, so why don't we, well, it's a half-hour show today, so why don't we get on with it?
Yeah, we have one law enforcement casualty. We have New Jersey State Trooper Anthony Raspa. His end of watch was May 30th. He was killed in a traffic accident in the line of duty, and unfortunately he was only 25 years old. And we have firefighter Thomas D. Miserdinero. His date of death was June 4th, and he was with the Beechwood Volunteer Fire Department in Beechwood, New Jersey. We have firefighter Willie O. Steinsich. His date of death was June 9th, and he was with the North Huntington Township Circleville Volunteer Fire Department, Station Number 8 in Pennsylvania. We have Lieutenant David Napke, whose date of death was June 5th, and he was with the Williamsburg Township Emergency Services in Williamsburg, Ohio. We have firefighter Dale J. Wegg. His date of death was June 1st. He was with the Pine Lake Volunteer Fire Department in Rhinelander, Wisconsin. And we have firefighter Ian Haxton, whose date of death was June 6th. He was a veteran with the Veteran Fire Corps in Arlington, Virginia. And we have Lieutenant Terrence Morgan Pryor. His date of death was May 25th, and he was with the Memphis Fire Department in Memphis, Tennessee. And we have Captain James Donald Keith. His date of death was June 4th, and he was with the Mount Zion Fire and Rescue in Jasper, Alabama. And we have firefighter David Bourget. His date of death was the 1st of June, 2015. He was with the Phillipsburg Fire Department in Phillipsburg, Maine. Our thoughts and our prayers are with these families.
Anybody have anybody local they want to mention that's passed on? Listen, another reminder that every week we read casualties here. Sometimes they're military, but almost every week it's police officers and firefighters. And sometimes we get caught up. We were talking earlier, budget issues and all of this. But those folks are putting their lives on the line every day, and we need to remember that. And you need to remember that, they're doing that for us. So, in any case, Larry, if you go ahead and Amazing Grace would be appropriate right now, buddy.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
All right, Larry, thank you. I mean, we always look forward to the days that we don't play that. but because we don't have any casualties. But David, just want to say hello, and then we're going to get into, we got a commercial to do, but I asked you to come by just to say hello because we're going to be announcing a new program between the veterans and Jim Sampson's program and one of the counseling programs in town. I thought you might want to hear about that, but
Yes, sir.
appreciate your support at the County Commission. The County Commission has been exceptionally supportive of veterans. They always has been, but more so this last few years, so we appreciate it.
Well, of course, we got to support our veterans because if it wasn't for our veterans, we wouldn't be speaking English. We wouldn't live in a country where we're free to even have a radio show like this today. So thank you to every veteran. Also, thank you to Mr. Sampson for what he's doing with kids, helping them to make right choices in life so that way they can, hopefully break some of the cycles that they've been going through in their lives.
Yeah, and the vets, we like to be part of that sort of situation. So we're going to do a commercial, then we can come back and talk a little bit about a new program that's being kicked off here in Marion County. I'm sorry, not Larry, but whatever your name is, Gary.
Gary.
Yeah, Larry's the other guy.
Larry's the good-looking guy.
We want to thank WOCA for putting us on the air every week. And, the fine folks at Bob Wine's Camellia Garden and Nursery. I got my first camellia bush. Actually, my wife got it this week. My son bought it. It's beautiful. I can't wait till it blooms, I think, in around September. But they bring us veterans news. They're located at 2610 Southeast 38th Street in our own beautiful Ocala. When it comes to your landscaping needs, they got it. Everything from mulch and fertilizer to large trees. If they don't have it, you probably don't need it. And get this, if they plant a tree for you and something happens to that tree, they'll replace it. You can't beat a deal like that. Bob Wines has been keeping things blooming in Ocala since 1952, and if you tell them you're a veteran, you get 10% off your purchase. So hurry on down there and, get your camellia bush. And also, we want to thank the fine folks at Ocala Ford. When we say Ocala Ford, we're talking about those fine dealers that serve Gainesville, Leesburg, the Villages, and Bellevue. Remember, Fords are built in the United States of America by American workers. You can get a new car. You can get a used car. If you're looking for a part to fix your Ford, and they don't go bad too often, but if you're looking for that part, you can get it. If you need it serviced, you can have it serviced at your Ford dealers. And if you can't buy or you're not ready to buy, they'll also lease it. And, our main location, as we always announce, is at 2816 North Pine Avenue in our own beautiful Ocala. And just follow your scent to the chimney of Burger King, and you'll find a Ford dealer right across the street.
Very good. Listen, I saw a Consumer Report says Ford has the highest percentage of American-made parts in their cars. That's Ford. So we're glad that they're one of our sponsors. And again, they're Bob Wines and Ford certainly have been good to veterans. They treat us well. We appreciate that.
And Bob Wines grows their plants right here in Ocala, so they're American-made too.
Yeah. Larry, did you want to take a break now, and then we can come back? That way we won't. It's pretty close, I know. Anyway.
Sir? Yes. How do you like the new digital clock? Helps
Yeah,
out.
I'm impressed. That keeps David on track. He knows the time and the date. That's saying a lot for some.
All right, we'll be right back.
David.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. For today, clouds and some intervals of sunshine with a couple of showers and a thunderstorm around into the evening hours. Today's high 86 to 90, and partly cloudy later tonight, low 70 to 74. Tomorrow, a mix of clouds and sun, high 88 at the coast, 93 inland. Saturday, partly sunny. There may be a thunderstorm, especially in the afternoon, the high 88 at the coast, 94 inland. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Are you in need of custom screen printing, embroidery, or promotional items? Then look no further and come visit the brand new Legacy Team Sales. LTS is conveniently located off 17th Street next to Armstrong Homes in beautiful Ocala. We offer the best prices and highest quality products for your company, team, school, or nonprofit. Whether looking for screen printed shirts, embroidered polos, or travel team uniforms, you'll be sure to find it at Legacy Team Sales. Come visit our new 27,000 square foot facility. Our friendly and knowledgeable sales staff will assist you in every part of your custom purchase. LTS carries the hottest brands in the industry like Under Armour, Russell, Mizuno, Asics, Badger Sports, Gildan, Pacific, Ogio, and many more. At LTS, screen printing embroidery is done in-house and we guarantee customer satisfaction. Stop by, give us a call, or check us out on the web at shoplts.com. Remember the name, LTS.
Robin, let's try a little plant trivia. Name this nursery. It's a not-for-profit, and it teaches growing and caring for plants to their students.
Oh, that's easy. Kenny's Place.
Or how about this one? It's a nursery conveniently located between Ocala and Bellevue.
Again, it's Kenny's Place.
Or how about this one? A nursery with a wide variety of just what you need or want at the most reasonable prices.
Kenny's Place, of course.
Kenny's Place at 7677 Southeast 41st Court. Give them a call at 867-1213. It's a caring place for people and plants. It's Kenny's Place.
Hi, Danny Werfel here. Get moving with Florida Credit Union's fast and easy loan approval process.
Let Florida Credit Union start up a new car loan for you today. No more waiting, hassles, or stop signs. You can even apply online. With a strong financial team behind you, you can enjoy great rates and fast approvals.
It's all about personalized service and a streamlined process.
Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
Fidgeting can make it easier to lose weight. Many couples think that once they're married, all their issues with in-laws will disappear, but Steinhardt says a marriage magnifies these problems, so if you're having family clashes with potential in-laws, it's best to resolve those issues before you get married. Just like couples can take out a loan for a house or a new car, there's been a huge surge in loan companies catering to wannabe parents.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
17 minutes after 9 o'clock, let's return to Veterans News with Hank Whittier. Hank?
Hey, we're back. You probably heard some comments off there about former county commissioners, which I won't repeat. Anyway, we're back. Listen, we got a new program, and it's not necessarily my program, but Jim Sampson, who served the United States Marine Corps in 1899, was it? Something like that?
Yeah.
But a long time ago. But Jim has been involved with helping children in crises and youth in crises for a long time. Operates out of the forest, and we've worked together in the past. But Jim and I and another outfit have hooked up to try to serve the needs of youth in trouble and crisis, and vets are going to help out in that regard. So, Jim, why don't you tell us a little bit what's going on?
Well, Hank, my Uncle Bobby was in the Chosin Reservoir in the Marine Corps, and he got wounded, and they wouldn't leave him. And that's why I joined the United States Marine Corps. And he told me once, he said, when I was getting in a lot of trouble when I was young, he said, you got a broken wing right now, and you'll soar like an eagle if you just can listen and get some guidance. Well, I got a bunch of kids now that need that, and I need help. So that's why I came to see you. I need some veterans to come help me get these kids to Jamie Schofield and Faithfully Guided's counseling program to see what the heck's wrong and see if we can help them. I mean, I had a kid yesterday tell me, I said, well, you want to come and do some boxing on Saturday? And I said, I'll come and pick you up. I go, where do you live? And he said, well, I don't have anywhere to live. My dad just got 11 years in prison, and my mom's on drugs, and I stayed at my aunt's last night, and her boyfriend hates me. And this kid's 13 years old. He ain't got a shot against an adult drug addict. So we can't save the world, but I know that if we can get parents' permission slips and get the veterans to help me mentor these kids, get them to the counseling, see what's going on with them, and then we can take it to the next level. Even if you brought them out for a pizza or a hamburger after that, who's going to talk to these kids? Who's going to let them know that the world isn't all drug addicts and bad people? And that's why I came to you, Hank, because you've always been there for me. When I wanted to start my anti-bullying program and the Resource Officer of the Year Award, which we do every year, and we're doing it again this year in August for our third year, you hooked me up immediately. I went to an Elks Veterans Breakfast. It was wonderful, the people I met there. I met Kathy Bryant, who rues the day she let me come in her office, because she's been helping us ever since, and very happy to see David Moore, my commissioner, from my neck of the woods. And the Broken Wing Project, I kind of pitched it to a couple people, and they helped us. They sent us some money, right?
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Got you some seed money.
Yeah, they
seed
got us
money
some
to
money
get it going.
to get some gas, to get, our veterans can, I'm retired. I don't have a lot of money, but, this help we just got, and I think we'll get more help when the concept of veterans, and I don't have a lot to do. I got a lot of kids at my training camp, but I know I've talked with a few vets ago, man, I got nothing to do. I did this in Manchester, New Hampshire with the VFW, and I had kids sitting in my gym. I go, what are you going to do today? I don't really, feel good. And then big Bernie Brisson comes in, an old Army vet, And then the kid's getting his hands taped. He's all excited. Why? Because he had someone. He don't have a dad, and a lot of these kids don't. And it was just such a good match. And then for some reason recently it surfaced again, that thought. And that's when I thought of you right away. And then I called Bobby James from the school board, and he hooked me up with Jamie Schofield. And then I believe you're going to be able to help her out with some money.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And then when I partnered, ever since day one, I remember my first Resource Officer of the Year anti-bullying show we did at the Livestock. When you came up and you handed me a check, and we lose money on these shows. They cost $5,000. It's $1,000 for the insurance for one night. I got to try to keep these kids safe. I got kids coming in from Atlanta. I got my own sons in there getting in wars because it's amateur boxing. It's not badminton. And now I have your help, and the day I met you and you hooked me up with people, it just became so much easier. I mean, I got a $20 check, and I probably shouldn't mention the amount, but it was an important amount of money from Judge McCune. Mm-hmm. I get checks sometimes from people that you would never think would help you. And a lot of my kids think that cops are bad. Well, Chris Blair, and you made a phone call to a congressman, and he came all the way from Washington to our event. And Chris Blair, Congressman Nugent, and Commissioner Kathy Bryant helped our anti-bullying pledge program. So one thing I can say about Marion County, and proof is sitting right across the table from me with my Commissioner David Moore, is that when you put a call out there for help, and you're really trying to help these kids, and boy, do they need it, they're there.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that our Broken Wing project will take flight, and these kids will be soar like eagles in life.
Well, we're kind of in the recruiting stage now. We're looking for more veterans to join up, and you have to pass a background check, and obviously have a clean record, and be concerned about helping these kids out because they're good kids. They just need some guidance, and they need almost like a big brother approach. Very similar to that, and it's not dissimilar to the mentor program we're already running for the court system with adults. It kind of fits right in. So we're looking forward to it. We are recruiting. So if you're interested in being part of that, 433-2320 is the office number. We're going to be, we got to get you to fill out an application and do a background check. But I'd like to hook you up with some of these kids in crises, and they're good kids, and you get an opportunity to help them get straight, help them get their lives together, and be good citizens down the road.
Can we help these veterans with gas money and stuff?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. We're going to have some gas money available. Can't pay your salary, but we'll have, certainly I know it's a lot of these veterans don't have a lot of money either, but we'll certainly take care of the gas expenses and the running around expenses, and we'll go to David Moore for the hamburgers and hot dogs and stuff,
Hopefully David can come out to our training camp.
Yeah.
I mean, we literally built it. Don't look it when you
Well,
come
I like
down
to
the
do
road,
three.
right?
I like to do 3 rounds with David.
Yeah. Well,
Only 3?
I got a boxing ring in my yard. You know
I could
that.
beat you in one.
David, you got to come out to the training
Yes, sir.
camp sometime because you'll see what we're literally on 2 dead-end streets, and there's a wonderful rec center out there, but I'm in the middle of the forest. And
You're already getting a lot of groups together. I know the school board is getting involved, the sheriff's department. I talked to Chris Blair. He's very interested in some of that. The veterans are getting interested in it. But it's a brand new program, and we're going to work out some of the little logistics and some of the little things we need to make sure. We have to get the parents to sign off on some things, and but listen. Veterans like to help out. They like to be part of something. That's what their track record's all about, is serving. I tell them, when you take the uniform off, doesn't mean you're done serving. You continue to serve.
I had a guy cut me off the other day, and he looked like he was about 85 years old or something. And the kids in my yelling. I go, "Be quiet." I said, "That guy was probably in the Bataan Death March." And they're like, "What?" So now I pull over my son's, "Oh no, he's going to start talking
get a lecture,
about the freaking." And then so I told him, I said, "The Bataan Death March, if that guy was in it, the last thing he needs is us to say one word to him. You have no idea the sacrifices he might have been through."
Do you want to give a number out? They can get a hold of you. You want them to run them through my office?
I am buried. You were out there.
Yeah.
You see
So my office is the contact point. Just give us a call at that number I just mentioned, 433-2320. You want to get involved? You want to know more about it? We're going to have some planning sessions coming up, but we're actually recruiting right now for veterans, and we're anxious to get it going. Sergeant Curley always has something to say. And I know you're going to talk about...
Just would like to let everybody know that I returned safely from the Military Order Purple Heart State Convention, where we've just elected a brand new state commander. Name is Lee R. Brown, and the rest of the staff and everybody. We had a beautiful and a wonderful trip, and also we had a beautiful and wonderful state convention. And so now we're looking forward to our regular DEC meeting. The next one is going to be in Lakeland, and then the next one after that will be here in Marion County under the auspices of Charles S. Schmidt, Chapter 466. So we're looking forward to everything that's going to happen in the near future for the Military Order Purple Heart. And we thank you for Marion County for being able to just support one group of Military Order Purple Heart people. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and your organizations were extremely supportive of Vets Helping Vets. You helped us put on that homeless veteran stand down with a very generous donation. So, and it's again about how people work together and work for a better community. So if we all do that, it will be a better community. The name of the project again, Jim, is?
Broken Wing Project.
The Broken Wing Project.
These kids they're not flying very well right now.
Yeah, well, we'll get them healed and they'll soar, right? They'll soar. And I want to leave, we got about a minute left. Carol Runge is here with us today. Carol, would you like to say anything?
Well, I would just like to say it's great to see many familiar faces. Mr. Moore, of course, Hank Whittier, Mr. Curley down below at the end of the table. We all worked together over the years, and I worked 18 years in the Marion County school system and did much family literacy, which is very similar to what the earlier speaker was referring to. And we have to work intergenerationally. We have to work with the child, with the parent, the school, the community, and together we'll come up with those kinds of solutions that we need to make all of our families soar. Thank you.
Very good, very good. Well, Carol did an outstanding job with the school board for 18 years, worked mainly out at Hemet Bowen, and worked with a lot of families in distress and need, and worked with a lot of veterans. Yeah. So anyway, it's we can complete the circle if we work together, and that's really what it's about. I think, Larry, we're just about out of time, And again, listen, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it. Next week, we'll be doing our hour show with Dr. Knapp and some medical information we're going to share with you. And I want to tell you I appreciate your service, and like every week, it's God bless America, everybody.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Howdy, RL here for Dairy Queen. Spring is in the air, and so is the smell of meat.